Hi guys, and welcome to a PvZ on Metalopolis between Photonman and Another Bean. This is Darkstar and
Timid Rat.
we're recording for you.
That's correct. It's just one of those friendlies that popped up in the afternoon, and something that should be a good game. They're pretty much even level, so we will see how it fares out to be. It's on Metalopolis 1.3 MLG version as well, so we'll have those no silly business at the bottom of the ramps there.
That's right, so we have the Pro Tour player Photonman up in the 12 o'clock position, and over here in the 3 o'clock position we have the Zerg player Another Bean.
Interesting positioning here. We've got close air positions, so it should be easy for the Zerg to scout for starters, but we might see a bit of airplay out of Photonman.
Quite possibly. So we see the Zerg Overlord scout going across, and I picked up quite a good tip a while ago with the Protoss player. As you see now, he's going to do the pylon here. If he backs away right now instead of doing that straight away scout, just to the side of his base, he would see the Overlord right now. So it's a tip I picked up a while ago. It was pretty good. So you know straight away, I just need to scout that one position.
Yeah, it's a very good tip to know at least. I think it's 1 minute 20, just coming up on it now. If you diagonally send that probe across, you'll get it every time. Obviously, these players aren't world champions, so they're not as good as anybody else up there in the top, but they are still worth mentioning.
Yeah, so true. So the Overlords decided to stay in there and tell the other player where he is, which, you know, is okay. I mean, right now we've got the gateway going down, so that Overlord could sit around until the Cybernetics Corp pops up. And his other Overlord scout is just checking out his natural. And yeah, we see the probe there, and maybe he'll drop a pylon, maybe not. Let's see what the Zerg player gets up to. Oh, and the spawning pool's just down, so that would be a 14 pull, 15 gas. So it's an economic startup for the Zerg player.
It looks like it's probably going to be a fast speedlings out there just to get control of the map. It's a pretty small map, but if the Zerglings can get out there very fast, then they can control the map really easily. Also doing quite a bit of harass on that natural when it does come up for Photonman.
That's it, he's running around in circles trying to deny that fast expand. The drone's tapping away at him. Still alive. Oh, there goes the pylon. Okay, so he's denied that for a moment.
Pretty true, yeah. Obviously, he would have seen the. I'm pretty sure he would have seen the spawning pool go down. No, he hasn't actually seen it go down, so he's probably going to let this thing finish. No, he won't. He would cancel it just at the right time.
So it's going to be a 17 hatch. He's still got the fast open. He's going for gas. He's got 100 gas now. Let's see if he goes for the metabolic boost. And there it is, right on the moment. So he had only 104 gas and he hit it. So he was very focused on those speedlings.
Obviously, he's done a bit of practice with this build, especially on this map. Now that it is in the ladder, it's fantastic to see as well.
Back at the Protoss base, he's chrono boosting that warp gate research. He's got his zealot blocking. And his pylons are at the back, so it's pretty good. So even if he comes up with a couple roaches, his pylons are quite protected.
Got a pretty heavy gas build on the Protoss here. He's got the nice wall up at the front, but I'm not exactly sure what he's going to be doing. It looks like, just from the timing of everything, that he's going to be putting down a for DTs. No, he's actually going to go fast expand.
Yeah,
wow.
Look at that.
That's a surprise. Just because he has so much gas in progress here. It's an odd play, but pretty nice.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's focusing on sentries, which are, of course, gas intensive, but very good against lings, because if you can block them well, they won't get the surround, and you can just snipe them off one by one.
Yeah, and he's got the forge going down at the front of the base here, just making a little bit of an extra wall. Nice play. If you can get those cannons up, it's going to be really nice. He's got the good angle as well to defend that natural from the lings as well.
Definitely. And over at the Zerg camp, We've got a spine crawler going down and also a third queen on the way, so it looks like he's looking to spread that creep as well as keep up the larva production.
Another bean does play a lot like Spinishua in the fact that he loves to get early bases and he loves to get a lot of queens as well. You probably should see a fourth queen coming up pretty soon from another bean, just because it is so powerful these days as well, especially if you can get that creep highway going all the way to your enemy's base. You can take those queens along and they cause a lot of damage when they're in a big army.
Well, he's just done a mass tech up, so he's hit his lair. He's got an evolution chamber and a roach warren down, so it looks like he's going to focus on some units soon.
Got his second gas going as well, so it looks like he will be doing a bit of a roachling push mid-game, I suppose.
Let's see, back at the Protoss camp, we've got +1 melee weapons going down on the forge. We've got one cannon. Looks like it's pretty well walled off against lings, so it's good that he's transitioning to roaches.
I think he might lose this. Yeah, he just loses that zealot there, but he could have pulled it back to the cannon, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. It's just one zealot. Though everything does count at this point of the game.
Oh, and there's the upgrade for +1 ranged on Zerg player with 4 roaches on the way. He's spreading that creep a little bit.
And he's a little bit behind because the ground weapons are actually almost finished for the Protoss player. So he'll have that +1 up on the attacking force when it does come.
And there it is, it's through.
Certainly needs that against roaches, especially if he goes a bit of a sentry heavy build. He'll need to do a lot of damage. Those roaches do take a lot of damage as well. A bit like a meat shield.
Oh, and we've got an infestation pit coming out from the Zerg player, so will we see infestors or will he go straight to the hive tech?
Wow, it would be an extremely early hive tech if it did actually come up. I'm not exactly sure. Usually you'd see a few mutas coming out in this point, especially in the close air positions, for a bit of harass, just because it's so close and so easy to get to, but looks like he's just going to skip straight over that.
Well, we had a sacrificial overlord scout come in and he's...
No, he's actually researching pathogen glands.
Ah, that's it too. He'll be going for some infestors behind his roaches. And we've got a couple stalkers out for the Protoss player, which is always good against roaches. And wow, love that creep spread. He's really forcing it out there, which is always good because you get a bit more sight. He's hiding his overlords in the corner and he's gone for a third.
Yeah, it's pretty early third. I guess actually it's pretty on time, but considering the army that he's got to face up against, it's not really going to be much of a problem to defend. Here it looks like they're doing a little bit of a tug of war here, with playing with this Zelnaga tower.
See, we've got 15 roaches and a queen there against, it's had 5 stalkers and about 8 sentries. 9 sentries.